What is going on, guys and girls? This is Ghost Robo, and we are here to talk some next Xbox stuff. The thing is going to be officially unveiled on May 21st, so no more guessing after that point. But right now, a few things are still up in the air. One of the big ones being, what is Microsoft going to officially call this new system? And I want to go on record and place all my bets on the next Xbox being called the Xbox Infinity. I think it sounds good and makes sense on a lot of levels. The first being, it allows for a lot of good, cheesy marketing lines. Infinite entertainment, infinite games, infinite possibility, and also infinite dollars you're going to be spending, because supposedly it's going to run $500, and it sounds like they're going to have a lot of games ready for you to buy at launch, plus new controllers. But it also makes sense because Microsoft likes to tie all their brands together. They're really making this push for tablet, phone, computer, and entertainment box/console to all be under this same Windows 8 umbrella, similar UI, similar interface, similar ways for people to interact, and they want all the devices to kiss and hug and interact and touch and do all those great things together. So flip that 8 on its side. Infinity sounds good. It kind of gives them a sort of like subtle advantage over the 4 in PlayStation 4. Not that the Xbox Infinity is going to be any greater and more powerful than the PlayStation 4, but Infinity sort of sounds more futuristic than PlayStation 4. And I know a lot of people think, oh, they're just going to rebrand it as the Xbox. And that would be my second guess, and I think it would be an okay title as well. But after the Wii U struggled with differentiating itself from the Wii, I don't know that they're going to want to go back and just call it the Xbox. There aren't really many things you can do from a marketing, advertising standpoint with that, and it would be difficult to sort of really convey that this is a brand new device, because so many people call it the Xbox or the 360 currently, just like so many people call it the Wii or the Nintendo in the past. I think a brand new title, and I think adding a non-numerical moniker on the end, Infinity, would be a good move and kind of allow them to make it its own thing and sort of build a lot of hype over Infinity. That's a really big buzzword and something that they could really, squeeze a lot of marketing juice out of. A couple other things that I think are very interesting are, one, so much talk about this online-only stuff, and I still hold true to my belief that it will not be all online-only, as some people fear. Yes, I think that there will be some titles that are online-only, like a PC. You have your SimCity, it's online-only. Only can play it online, always on, blah, blah, blah. But there definitely will be a good chunk of games that are not like that. Your system will not be rendered useless if it is not connected to the internet. Always on for everything makes no sense. For a lot of the apps, for a lot of the entertainment stuff, your Netflix, your TV interfacing, all that different stuff, sure, it's going to require an internet connection. But your current systems require an internet connection to do all that. So I think that, yes, there will be more advanced DRM measures taken by some companies. EA probably will be one to push, hey, you can only play this game if you're connected to the internet. And that's fine, that's their own prerogative. I'm hearing that they're going to let individual developers and publishers make that choice for themselves rather than a system-wide decision about online only. So I still really believe that you will be able to do stuff with this system if it is not connected to the internet. I mean, prove me wrong, great, but I don't think that they're ready to make that huge of a leap. A couple other interesting things are cross-game achievements. That would be a weird one. Achievements are something that, at least for me, really drove me towards the 360 early on. Initially, PlayStation Network was a mess, and now they've gotten their act together. But I still think achievements hold more clout than trophies, and I still think it's a very cool system when done right. When making it a hardcore list of ways for gamers to kind of show off that they have done really cool and tough challenges and games, that's when they're good. It's kind of devolved to, you get points for pretty much everything now. They're all just chapter-driven, story-driven. Collect your 800, and then maybe they'll have a few for the really intense fans. But what they're talking about is now spreading them across games, which sounds more of a marketing ploy than anything. Like, oh, if you played the first chapter in, I don't know, the new Assassin's Creed 4 and the new Rayman game, then you get an extra achievement. I don't like that, but supposedly developers are going to be able to add achievements and tweak things as games are released and as players sort of determine how that multiplayer scene or that even single-player scene are taking shape, they would be able to add achievements. Now, that's a cool idea if it creates fun things like, oh, now we found this, hidden thing, or there's a new mode that we could sort of advertise through an achievement. But if it becomes like, oh my god, just pour achievements on everyone, I think that really is a big mistake and will devalue things tremendously. Getting points is cool. Seeing that little thing pop up is really fun and kind of an accomplishment, but to just devalue the gamer score and make everyone get tons of points for doing a bunch of BS activities, that's not good. So I think this one could go really either way. Another thing they're talking about is allowing you to follow your friends more like Twitter, and this was definitely expected, that they would make it much more of a social hub for Xbox Live. Microsoft loves Xbox Live. They feel that is one of their biggest strong suits, and while PlayStation Network is definitely on the right track, PlayStation Plus is fantastic. I love that program. I think that in the public eye, Xbox Live is much more of a more of the number one online service. Whether it truthfully is, in intangible measures, I don't know. But people sort of have that mentality that Xbox Live is this grand, amusing, amazing paradise of fun and laughter and communication. So having infinite friend lists and all of these interactions, see, Infinite would go perfectly with everything. They could just use it in every marketing speak that they ever spew out of those people's mouths. But infinite friend lists where you can add as many friends as you want, follow them sort of like Twitter, makes good sense. Definitely a lot is going to be tied to sharing. I'm hearing that they're also going to have a share button, a capture gameplay feature. I think that you're going to find out that both of these systems are a lot more similar than ever before. And in fact, the current Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 aren't too different from each other as we know them now. So to say that the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox Infinity are going to be very similar isn't much of a leap. But I think that Sony went first and kind of announced all these cool features. People are like, whoa, it's going to be so... I really think that both are going to have very similar feature sets. A few distinguishing intricacies that will make them slightly different. Microsoft seems to be going for more of a living room entertainment, replace your cable box, replace your whatever feel. Well, I don't know that Sony will tackle that as head-on, but Sony's definitely going to have apps. They're definitely going to have entertainment options. And they're definitely going to make a push to capture as big of an audience as possible. Remember that these companies are out to make a lot of money and out to make a device, a piece of hardware, a system that sells boatloads of units, and therefore targeting the biggest market possible will be in their best interest. Sony has the touchpad on their controller. They are integrating Move in kind of a weird way. We don't really know exactly how that's going to work, what's going to be bundled, what's not. The camera, I'm guessing, will be in there. Microsoft, of course, is going to go with the Kinect Hardcore. The controller supposedly doesn't have anything like that on it. Should just be a generic 360 controller with maybe some improvements, which is what I would like to see. I really hope that they don't bend and put a touchpad on there. I think it doesn't add much. And for me, as a hardcore gamer, touch controls, motion controls doesn't really appeal to me much at all. But it definitely is coming for both systems. And like I said, you're going to see very many similarities on May 21st when they announce this Xbox 720. I think they'll show the console. I think they'll show a couple games, probably save their biggest reveals for E3, 2-3 short weeks later, where they will reveal supposedly their entire launch lineup. And again, I think Always On is still just a partial truth. I don't think it is always on across the board. So I'm still breathing a sigh of relief on that one. Prove me wrong, like I said, but I'm holding my guns. Xbox Infinity is the name I predict. We'll see the truth for ourselves on May 21st. They're going to be streaming it on Xbox Live, and it's going to be on Spike TV. Kind of a weird time of the day. I believe it's 10 a.m. Pacific time if you want to tune into that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think the system will be called. Xbox Infinity, next Xbox, Xbox Chocolate, I don't know. Whatever your idea is, let me know, and we'll see what is the most popular. Thanks again for watching, guys and girls. Have a fantastic day. Until next time, I'm super excited about these systems. Cannot wait to see what they really have to offer at this May 21st event and then at the subsequent E3 in June. Till that time, though, guys and girls, have a fantastic day. Drink some hot chocolate, and we will see you all later.